Tonight.
Aaron and I play Mia in Need for Speed mode. Make sure you do all your racing in the game. On the streets, drive safely and responsibly, and wear your seatbelt.
A lot of great inventions were initially brushed off, like the internet, the cheeseburger, and even the car, with the New York Times stating it was far too impractical to ever catch on. But there were believers, like Horatio Nelson Jackson, who made a $50 bet in 1903 that he could drive one all the way across America. It may have taken over 2 months, but with the help of a young mechanic and a trusty companion, the trio's accomplishment opened up a world of possibilities. Ever since, others have set out to best the record, and as cars got faster and roads got better, the previously arduous trek has evolved into a high-speed time trial, no longer taking months, but instead mere hours. This unsanctioned, highly illegal sprint is best known as the Cannonball Run, and with recent events, the record has been attacked and beaten the past few years more than ever before. This is a story of legality and Lamborghinis, of high risk in Hollywood, and of breaking rights and breaking records. This is the story of the Cannonball Run. After Horatio's run, it wasn't long before other teams made the trip. Actually, another team had already left before Horatio had even completed it, and arrived just a few weeks later.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
The first to steal the transcontinental record. Just a year after that, a small Franklin Roadster nearly cut the record in half, arriving under 33 days. Then, 2 years later, the record was half again, with one of the first 6 cylinders in America making the trip in 15 days, despite a couple collisions and Lester Whitman being arrested for speeding. To beat his own record, Whitman came back with a Rio 30 in 1910, and alternated drivers to go 24/7 and shave another 4 days off the record. And then there was the namesake of the Cannonball Run himself, Irwin Cannonball Baker. Baker started off with dirt track motorcycle racing, but soon pivoted to endurance events and found himself challenging trains from one city to another and taking on various journeys all across North America. In 1914, he made his first transcontinental run and took the motorcycle record with a time of 11.5 days. This was also the achievement that garnered him the name Cannonball. With a New York reporter likening him to the Cannonball Express train. But Irwin was just getting started. A year later, he went from Los Angeles to New York City in 11 days and 7 hours in a Studs Bearcat, a new solo record. The next year, he did the trip in a Cadillac 8 Roadster, taking the outright record in under 7.5 days. In 1924, he improved his record in the middle of winter, taking 4 days and 14 hours in a stock Garner sedan, which he liked so much, he ended up buying. Baker went on to set 143 records, but the one most people remember was in 1933, when he drove from New York City to Los Angeles in a Graham Page Model 57 Blue Streak 8 in just 53.5 hours. This run was on a completely different level, and even with cars getting faster, many people thought that the record would never be broken, and for a while it looked like they might be right. The automobile record stood for 10 years, 20, and then 30 years, before an unlikely competitor, a Sunbeam Imp costing less than $1,500, managed to make the journey in 48 hours and 9 minutes. This time stood for a few years, but Irwin's legacy was about to inspire a new event that would lead to more record